So you've got an idea, you have the passion to turn it into a business, but you also need a strategy. So this is the second episode in the three-part series to help you start to build that strategy and make your vision a reality. Now, the episodes aren't going to tell you everything that you need to know, but they will help you get the ball rolling. Last week, we really dove into how you can start to create your strategy by focusing on your vision and your mission in your business, as well as setting your goals. And this week, we're going to talk about creating systems so that you can actually implement that strategy and succeed as a startup business owner. Welcome to the Mind Your Time podcast. I'm Shannon Baker, your host and coffee aficionado. Whether your goal is to increase your side gig income or scale to six figures, you're in the right place. You will learn about the tools, actionable strategies, and tactics you can use to take back control of your time and life. I specialize in helping purpose-driven women like yourself work smarter and tap into the growth potential their business holds. So if you're ready to make a bigger impact and achieve business growth without being tied to it 24/7, then stick around. Let's dive into today's topic. Welcome to the second episode of the three-part series on building a simple but solid business strategy as a startup business owner. Now, the goal with this series is to guide you, the new business owner, through some of the basics that you need to know to start doing some strategic business planning so that you set yourself up for success without the frustration. Now, I decided to do this because I know that when you're a startup business, you're operating in a fast-paced, ever-changing world. And that's why it's really important for you to have a strategy in place because it will help you stay focused and keep you on track. And this isn't something that you can create as you move forward. The example that comes to my mind is building a plane after you jump off the ledge. You should not move forward in your business if you don't have a strategy. And you can create a simple strategy, but you have to have one. Your strategy actually becomes your business blueprint, and it guides the decisions that you make, which includes creating your business systems, because you need to know what the systems need to support. And if you don't have systems, you're actually operating in chaos. And chaos is your worst enemy because it sucks up one of your most valuable and important resources, your time. But systems save the day. They bring order to the chaos. They make sure you're not just reacting to every curveball that comes your way, because they're going to come. And when that happens, you're going to be prepared, organized, and ready to hit that ball out of the park. Now, I want to be clear about what I'm talking about when I say system. My definition of a system is a documented step-by-step process that has some steps automated with tech tools, and that saves you time and energy. Once that's done, you can identify the things that are left that can eventually be delegated to someone like a virtual assistant. And no matter what someone may tell you, do not start outsourcing until you have your core systems in place. They are key to you outsourcing successfully because you can integrate a person into your system pretty seamlessly. And if you have no idea what the 6 core systems are that you need, then make sure you go back to listen to the episode where I gave an overview description of all of them. I'm going to put a link to that in the show notes. Now I'm going to share a little secret with you. Successful startups are not just built on big ideas. They're built on consistency. It's about doing the right things the right way at the right time every single time. And that's why systems are key. It's close to impossible to get consistent results in anything that you do if you don't have systems. And I get it. Setting up systems might seem daunting, especially when you're a team of one and you have little to no budget. Not to mention, for some of you, tech may not be your friend. And even if you're good with tech, there are so many options out there, it can be hard to decide what will work for you because all of them are not a good fit for your business. And you want to make sure that you build systems that will grow with your business. So, All that considered, yes, creating systems is a daunting task, but trust me, my friend, it is so worth the effort. The great thing is you can start small, you can identify areas that need improvement, and then you can build from there, one system at a time. My goal is to take as much of the guesswork out of this process as possible. And there's something else that I want you to keep in mind. Systems give you the gift of time. Yes, time, that precious resource that we all wish we had more of. When you have systems in place, you can automate repetitive tasks, streamline your operations, and that frees up your time so you can focus on the things that truly matters, like making connections that grow your business, growing your business. So when it comes to creating your systems, you may be thinking, well, okay, that sounds good, but where do I start? Because I know there is not a lot of information that specifically tells you where to begin. So there's a simple 3-step process that I want you to use, but today I'm only going to share the first 2 steps because I've mentioned the third one already, and that's outsourcing, which you should not consider until later because you need to have some systems in place first so that you automate what you can and delegate the rest. That way you're not wasting money as well. So the first step in creating your systems is outlining and documenting your processes. Start with the core activities that drive your business forward. And if you're thinking, well, I don't have time to sit down and write out how I do anything, that's just an excuse. So here are 2 options that you can think about so you can just get it done. When you are completing routine tasks, option 1, create an audio recording as you complete the steps. Then you can upload it into a transcription app like Otter or something else, and it will transcribe the recording for you. Voila. You have a documented process that you can build on. Option number 2 is to use an app like Loom and just record yourself in your screen completing the task. The great thing about Loom is it will transcribe the video for you even if you have the free account. And then you just download that and you have your documented process to start working with. Now, once you have your process documented, then you can start looking at the steps and identify what you can automate. Automation can be a game changer for you as a startup. It minimizes manual work, it increases your efficiency, and it definitely reduces errors. The problem is, I know there are a lot of tech tool options out there, and it might be hard for you to choose what works for you. Words of caution. Do not decide you're going to use a tool just because it worked for someone else that you know. You need to pick the right tools that are going to work for your business now and then grow with you and your business as well. Your tech stack is the key to creating efficient systems. The wrong tool is going to cause you unnecessary complications that you just don't want. So if you want some help with this, I did an entire episode on picking the right tech tools for your systems. I'm going to put a link to that in the show notes as well. Now, I know this is simple for me, and it may not be that clear-cut for you. But my friend, this is something that you should not put off until later. I've seen way too many business owners do that, and they really regret it. It's actually easier to build your basic systems before your business really takes off. And here's why. Opportunities in business are like fleeting shooting stars. You have to be ready to seize them when they appear. Think about this. You do your market research, you develop a stellar product or service, and clients are finding your website because you have the bomb SEO strategy. Well, guess what? If you don't have a system in place that nurtures those clients, you're drowning. You're going to struggle to keep up with the leads. You're going to risk disappointing potential clients, and you're going to damage your reputation. That is a recipe for disaster, my friend. And it's going to kill your business before you even get out the gate. But if you have a well-oiled system in place, you can handle those leads like a pro, and you don't have to physically touch them. You'll also have peace of mind knowing that you have a process in place that nurtures those leads so that they convert to paying clients. And as they work with you, Your consistency due to having systems is going to be impressive. Then they're going to tell others about you, which is free marketing, and then your business will start to thrive and grow. And I want to uncomplicate this because I want you to succeed. So, to help you start to identify some things that you should be looking out for, I want you to download a copy of my BizOps checklist. It's going to be your guide to help you start building streamlined systems in your startup business. It covers everything from client relation management to collecting your money to simple marketing strategies. So, check the show notes, click the link, and grab your copy. Now, the emails that you're going to get in that nurture sequence afterwards are going to help you identify the gaps in your current operations and help you take small steps forward to fill in the gaps and create your systems. Now, you still might get stuck. Don't worry about it. I want you to think of me as the SOS button that you can hit to get over the hurdle. So if that happens, email me or DM me on Instagram and we can chat and determine if you need to book a 30-minute strategy session with me. This hyper-focused 30-minute call is an opportunity for you to gain personalized guidance and accelerate your progress. I don't want you spinning your wheels trying to get this done on your own, but I want you to lean on me to help you get over those hurdles so that you can then focus on growing your connections and growing your business. Remember, systems are about building a sound foundation that your business can grow on, and they should support you so that your creativity can soar. It's like having a safety net that allows you to take risks without the fear of something falling through the cracks or even falling apart. So let's do a recap of what we've talked about today. Well, we've discussed the critical role that systems play in ensuring the success of your startup's growth. Your strategy is your personalized business blueprint, and the systems you need are the backbone that keep your operations organized and functioning. Systems are more than just processes, though. They are documented step-by-step procedures that save you time and energy. And when you combine them with the right tech tools, those tasks that you can automate repetitively, it's going to save you so much time and make your life so much better. And for the things that are left, you can delegate when the time is right. But again, don't rush into doing that until some of your systems are in place or it's not going to go well. Consistency is the key, and systems are the key to achieving that consistency. Now, while getting them in place may be a task or an undertaking, you have to make that investment because it's worth the effort if you really want your business to grow. So you can start small and then gradually build your systems one by one, and they will scale with your business. Now, I also shared a simple 3-step process, even though I only went into details in 2 of the steps, to help you start creating your systems. I gave you the 2 options for documenting your processes and getting that transcribed so that is a great starting point for you to build out your systems. These are just practical tips to help you get going. It's not the one-all be-all. But also remember, anything that you put in your tech stack needs to align with your business now and grow with you as your business grows. The last thing we talked about is the importance of doing this now. Opportunities come and go. Having systems in place gives you an advantage over other startups. You're in a good position to evaluate the opportunities when they come your way. If they fit into your strategic plan, then you can go ahead and seize that opportunity. But without systems, you can't nurture your clients' properly. You're going to drown in leads, and then you're going to damage your startup's reputation. But if you have a well-oiled system in place, it's going to capture those leads for you efficiently and effectively and consistently, and it will help you follow up with them to grow your business. Remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. So again, great place for you to get started is to grab a copy of my BizOps checklist from the show notes. It's going to guide you in the direction you need to go and where you should start with building your streamlined systems. This will provide the structure that your business can grow on. That will give you room so that you can flourish without the fear of things falling through the cracks. So that is it. I want to thank you for tuning in this week, but make sure you tune in next week for the last episode of the series because I'm going to share some tips to help you pull all of this together. And I'm going to share a solution with you that will help you get all of this off your plate without you having to experience that dreadful learning curve. Now, if you have questions about anything that I said in today's episode, feel free to reach out to me and get those questions answered. And if you found this episode valuable, I would love for you to go to ratethispodcast.com/mind your time and leave me a rating and review because social proof matters. And I would love if you could help me reach more women entrepreneurs like yourself, especially startups. So share this with your community. Take a screenshot, post in the Instagram stories, and tag me at @the_Shannon Baker so I can reach as many people as possible and help them get their strategic plan in place so they can succeed. Well, I look forward to you joining me back here next week. And until then, keep calm and streamline.